Hi friends, welcome back to my kitchen. Welcome if you're new. I'm Cheryl, this is Table Full of Joy. And friends, hubby and I have been fighting sickness. I was not wanting to get sick before Thanksgiving. He's been sick the last couple of days. I'm feeling really tired, very under the weather, but I've got to fight this off because Thanksgiving's coming. We've got family we need to go spend time with, and I really don't want to be sick for the holidays. So I'm taking it easy tonight. I have been binge watching Pioneer Woman since I have not been feeling super great. Don't really have a lot of energy to film, but I wanted to get something out for you guys today. So as I said, I've been binge watching Pioneer Woman. She's one of my favorites. I have all of her cookbooks. I've watched all of her episodes multiple times, but going back and watching some of the old ones that I haven't seen for a while, she made these burritos that will look, Toby and I both were like, those look good. We need to have those. Super easy and really quick. And even though we're in holiday mode right now, these would be perfect for a quick, easy dinner during the holiday season when you've got shopping to do and all these things going on. You want something super quick and easy. This is a really quick recipe, super fast, super filling, really hearty, stick to your ribs kind of dinner. So we're gonna make these burritos. These are what she calls a bean and cheese burrito. They do have beef in them because her kids, they gotta have beef. And so my husband's gotta have some meat in there. So I've got a pound of ground beef. We're gonna cook this up in a pan over here with some onions. We're gonna get our refried beans heating up in our pot on the back of the stove over here. She puts a lot of cheese in her refried beans. And so we are gonna put this delicious sauce. I just happened to have, I was looking as we were watching the episode a couple of nights ago. I remembered that when I went to, I believe it was the Amish store, that they had this can of Mexican tomato sauce. And this is exactly what she used. Got it for 72 cents. It was in my cupboard. I was wondering what I was gonna use this for. Tonight's the night we're gonna use it, friends. We're gonna cook up our ground beef. We're gonna put some onions in it, some garlic. We're gonna cook up our refried beans on the back of the stove with some cheese. We're gonna make these burritos, put that delicious sauce on it, and dinner's gonna be in the oven in no time. That's what I need tonight. Now she used big burrito size tortillas. What I have is these right here, which are soft taco size. They're gonna be fine. I'm not gonna worry too much about the size of the burrito. It doesn't really matter. If it takes, a couple of them to feed hubby, then it's fine. But we need to get our beans in our pot, get our cheese grated up really quick while our meat's cooking. Like I said, it's gonna go to the super quick. So I'm using a packet of my favorite Isadora refried beans. I love these. After eating these the first time, I almost cannot go back to canned refried beans anymore. They just don't taste good to me. So I'm excited that I had a pack of these. That's one thing that comes from having a well-stocked pantry and fridge and freezer and all the things, because you can pull off something like this. If you don't have that Mexican tomato sauce like I do, just use regular tomato sauce and just put a little bit of spice in it, kind of season it up a little bit. It's gonna be totally fine. This is a really, really basic recipe that you don't have to worry too much about the ingredients. I've got a little piece of pepper jack cheese. I'm gonna grate that in here. I've got some cheddar here, so we're gonna put that in. We're just gonna do whatever we've got on hand. This is a pantry, quick, easy dinner. Would be perfect, like I said, for those days when you've been out Christmas shopping, decorating, whatever the case is during the holiday season. Things are super, super busy, and there is no need to stress over big meals every single night of the week. Put all of that energy into your delicious Christmas dinner and not a lot of fuss into a weeknight meal. So I've got a little piece of cheddar here. I'm going to put in part of this cheddar because we want these refried beans to be good and cheesy. Now she did not add any cheese in the burrito. She just kept with the cheese that's in the refried beans, but I am going to add some to the burrito when I assemble it, just because I love cheese. So this is going to go over on the stove on low heat and just heat up. All right, so I have my ground beef. It's all nicely browned up. I'm going to go ahead and put in my half an onion. I'm not going super heavy with the onion. As you guys know, I'm not a big fan of onion. I think that half an onion is going to be plenty. We're going to let that cook down. I want that onion to get nice and tender. I'm also going to put in some fresh garlic, a good couple of cloves, making a mess all over my counter. So we're going to go ahead and put some fresh garlic in here. All right, here's our ground beef with our onions are nice and tender. We're going to add a little bit of spice and some seasoning in here. Put a little bit of chili powder in our meat. Don't want to get too spicy, but you definitely want some flavor. And then I'm going to put some cumin. We've got our onion and our garlic in there. This is our Mexican tomato sauce. And I'm going to put just a splash of that sauce in the meat and just let that cook down. I'm going to let it sit here on the stove on low because I want that seasoning to really cook into that meat. Since these are such simple burritos, you're really counting on your seasoning that you put in your meat. Now you could use taco seasoning if you wanted to. I'm just going to use cumin and chili powder. And then that little bit of our sauce. I'm going to save the rest of our sauce. These are not enchiladas, so you're not drowning the top of the tortillas in sauce, but you do want a little bit of that sauce after we roll our burritos when they go in the oven to bake. So this is just going to sit here on really low heat along with our beans and get nice and flavorful. And we're going to come back and roll our burrito. Friends, our meat is done. Our refried beans are nice and hot. We're going to put these in our shell, a little extra cheese. To have these tonight, we've got some Mexicorn that we did over the summer. We brought you guys along with us, went to the farm. We got a whole bunch of corn, bell peppers, all the things. So we made some fresh Mexicorn. I'm going to cook up some of that to go with our burritos tonight. There's going to be plenty of burritos. Throw one in my husband's lunch tomorrow. He'll be excited to have that. So let's get our burritos put together. So as I said, I'm not using the giant burrito shells. I'm just using the soft taco size because that's what I have on hand. And I'm not going to go buy a bunch of stuff when I don't need to. So we're just going to put, because we're not doing super big ones, I don't want to overfill these. That was one thing that Ree was saying, is you want to be really careful not to overfill the burritos because they will explode. So we're going to put a little bit of our beef that we cooked on here. We're going to do a little bit of cheese because, you know, we can't go wrong with some extra cheese on these. And then we are going to pull them back, and we're going to roll them up, and they're going to go right in our pan. Just going to get the rest of these done, get them into our pan, and then we're going to do a little bit, like I said, we saved a little bit of our sauce. So we're going to save, or put that sauce on there that we saved. And these are going to be delicious. If I don't use all of this meat tonight, it's not a big deal. It's just seasoned, kind of a Mexican seasoned ground beef. It'll be perfect. I can put this in the refrigerator or in the freezer as cooked kind of taco meat, and it'll be perfect for another meal. But I want to get enough of these done that we can have it for dinner tonight, as well as I'll put some in hubby's lunch tomorrow. We've got our sauce, and we're just going to drizzle this over our burritos real quick. Like I said, we're not looking to totally sop them in sauce, but you want enough of this Mexican tomato sauce on here. And I'm just gonna go ahead and use it all, because what else am I gonna use it for? I'm gonna put some foil on this. I'm gonna bake this for about 20 to 25 minutes till they are hot and bubbly. The cheese is all melted. Then we're gonna put some cheese on here, and these will be ready for dinner. All right, friends, I just pulled our burritos out of the oven. We're gonna get some more cheese on top. We're gonna go back in the oven. I've got my Mexicorn back here started on the stove. It's gonna be a super easy, quick dinner, and sometimes that's what you need. So let's get our cheese on. Occasionally you have that one tortilla that wants to stick, but that's okay. We'll get it loose. Worked perfect. All right, I'm gonna put all this cheese on here because I want these to be nice and cheesy. Like I said, we're gonna have these for dinner tonight, probably tomorrow night. Hubby's gonna take a burrito in his lunch tomorrow. I'm cooking a little bit of extra Mexicorn so I can throw a little bit of that in his lunch. This is gonna go back in the oven. The heat is off of my oven because I just want to melt the cheese, let that Mexicorn finish cooking, and dinner's gonna be ready. All right, friends, I just pulled our burritos out. They smell amazing. I think we're hungry. We're gonna get this dished up and we're gonna go eat. And absolutely beautiful these burritos are. Make sure I have it loosened all the way around. They smell amazing. I'm not quite sure how easy they're gonna come out, but let's give it a shot. Probably need a bigger spatula of it. Oh, look at that. Came out perfect. All right, friends, there are the simple, perfect burritos. These are gonna be delicious. I cannot wait to go eat these. Some of our homemade Mexicorn that we made from corn we got from the farm this last summer. Stashed it in our freezer for nights like tonight when I need a quick veggie to go with something delicious like these burritos. I want to thank you guys so much for joining me in my kitchen. This is gonna be a fun and delicious, quick and easy meal. This is what happens when you have a fully stocked pantry, fridge, freezer. You can go grab things, throw something together super simple like this. It's gonna be delicious. Gonna be a great lunch for hubby tomorrow. Leftovers tomorrow night for dinner, so I don't have to cook. And friends, it means so much to me that you guys take time out of your day to come and spend time with me in my kitchen, see what we're cooking, see what we're doing. Friends and family, we're trying really hard to hit 2,000 subscribers before the first of the year. And it would just mean so much to have your family and friends as part of our family here at YouTube. So friends, share the channel, hit that like button, give this video some comments. I would love to hear if you've ever made these simple burritos. Pioneer woman that makes these for her family all the time. Let me know if you guys have made them from her recipe, or if you made any of her recipes. Let me know what your favorite ones are. She's one of my favorites. I still love watching her. I can sit and binge watch her for hours. She's so entertaining, but her recipes are delicious. So make sure that you guys hit that subscribe button up there if you haven't already. Hit that notification bell so you're notified every time we upload a new video. And friends, we'll talk to you guys in the comments. Have a great day, and God bless.